Hi guys, welcome back to The Life from the Eyes of a Gen Z. I'm your host Jigme, and the other guy is your host Manu.
The other guy? Thanks, Jigme. Great introduction. How to podcast 101. Yep, it's okay. Anyways, hi guys, welcome back to the podcast, Life from the Eyes of a Gen Z. And on the first topic that we're going to talk today is that this is something I really found out pretty recently thanks to Jigme. But is that we actually sound much different compared to how other people think we sound or how other people hear us, which is so weird.
He found out after 17 years of his existence.
Thanks, Jimmy. But yeah, Jimmy, you said that there was some biology because of it. Like, any idea? Do you want to explain it to the audience?
I don't know if it is I don't know if this is true or not. But I think my vocal teacher taught me, he told me when I was a kid that
a wee little lad.
So because of so when we speak, our skull also vibrates, and that's what our ears pick up, like the sound from the vibration of our skull, not like the sound that everyone else hears.
Yeah, but what I thought was our ears, how they pick up the thing was because sound waves have like vibrations and stuff like that. So because they stimulate like a bone that's present in your eardrum, and that eardrum changes that bone.
Because usually it's just sound waves that are bouncing off other stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when you hear yourself, it's the vibrations are it's literally your throat is vibrating your skull, and that's what your eardrum.
Oh, okay. Up. So it does not necessarily pick up on your ears because it picks up from the back of the skull directly, I suppose. And speaking of that,
I'm not sure. You're the one that takes bio here.
I mean, I have not done ENT biology yet, so hopefully, if one of my teachers are listening, please let Mr. Prem know that I haven't done biology yet. Anyways, so by the way, since we are on the topic of audio, as you can hear, hopefully, me and Jigme have a new audio setup thing. So you could probably hear our voices better than you did before. And we're hoping that you do, because I feel that a lot of emotion gets traveled through voices, and voice actors is actually is a job, and it's amazing. I mean, it is a job. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised by that, but it's very fascinating that people can use their voices so vividly, and if you're not unable to record it properly or unable to express it or to express it properly to the audience, the entire point of expressing yourself just kind of dies out. You know what I mean?
Speaking of audio, setups.
Mm-hmm.
I want the audience to know that Manu is inside his blanket right now.
Yep.
And I am inside my cupboard where it is so hot.
Oh man, it is. If you think the Sahara is hot, I think we can feel it now. It's how does I understand that clothes do kind of generate heat by themselves because they have a thick layer of
they're supposed to keep you warm, because I have my head lodged in a lot of jackets that are supposed to keep me warm during winter.
Yeah, sadly the stuff that keeps you warm is the stuff that also gives you isolation. So if you're living in a hot place and you have a very thick stuff, you're kind of screwed. And
also, I wanted to tell the viewers which mic I'm using, because some of them were asking me. So, you know the mic the earphones that comes with an iPhone when you just buy it, the wired earphones. Yeah, I'm using that microphone. It's I've tested a lot of microphones with Manu, but this one seemed to be the best. So yeah.
The thing is that last podcast I was using a microphone thing as well, but the thing is that was Samsung, so the quality difference kind of drops. So that was the problem. So now I'm just using my phone directly to record, and it's on top of a speaker, so it gives that microphone stand type feeling and makes me feel like a real podcaster. But yeah, And by the way, dude, the fact that humans like sweat a lot is kind of insane to me.
I'm sweating a lot right now.
We are so similar to computers, it's crazy. Like, we have like a CPU, which is our brain, and then like our brain
it does make sense.
Yeah, it
It's
really
like,
does.
I realized when I play video games, my laptop like heats up a lot. And like when I'm giving a test, I sweat a lot.
Yeah, it's like your brain is just like figuring out how to do the test. Your brain works 98% of the time, just that it stops when an exam is on you. Like, that's the only time your brain just like forgets everything, like whoops, memory delete.
It's like, never mind.
Yeah, like remember yesterday night you stayed up till 3 a.m. studying a test? Well, guess what, sucker? Too bad. So yeah, that's basically it.
The past week has been so stressful though. We had like so
this
many
week
tests.
was so super stressful. And by the way, viewers, our listeners, that makes more sense here, listeners. But we're so sorry about giving this episode later, because we've been so stressed for the past week, and we're so excited, and we tried so many times to find time to record, but we've just actually been really, really stressed, and like just been dumped with a bunch of assignments and all that. And yeah,
Stress
you know
is
what?
like bad for you.
It is bad, but also too less of stress is also bad, and too much is also bad. So like we had to figure out what is that level of stress. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
If
Manu.
you don't, huh?
Yeah, you're a Mr. Bio studying person thing, right?
Oh yeah, right. Yes, of course,
So
Mr. Bio.
I have a question. Does stress like give you white hair?
I do not know, but I can always ask my assistant Google to find out. Does stress give you?
Because recently my mom, like, I was just walking and my mom looks at me and she's like, Jigme, what happened to you? You have so much white hair. And I'm like, what?
What? Oh, okay.
No, that was like yesterday. So I said, I don't know, it's maybe just because I'm so stressed because of school stuff.
Oh wow. And I've been complaining how I am stressed, but I have no white hair. Wow, that's... Well, it says that stress can cause gray hair to premature by affecting stem cells that are responsible for regenerating hair. So, maybe. One of our classmates also kind of has white hair, but I don't think he's very stressed. He's pretty chill. He's chilled out all the time. So, yeah. And
I guess you're talking about the guy who isn't even stressed during exams.
Yes, I am. I definitely am. And yeah, I think that overconfidence is also one of the things that kind of makes you stressed out during an exam. Don't you think so?
How so? I
Because like if you go for a test, for example, and you feel very overconfident about it, like I know this subject, I studied a lot, and then after doing the exam, you figure out that you don't know a lot, and that kind of causes like a dilemma type panic something, right? You know what I mean? Because you like built this wall of saying that the test is going to be easy, and then after that, even though it's something that confuses you, and even though you probably might know the answer because of how much you've studied and how much of knowledge you understand, that breakdown of some like that's that mental, what is it? I don't know how to call it. That shock, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
That shock of like not expecting something different, getting something different from what you expected, is like is like doesn't shatter your brain or something. Just makes you super confused, and therefore you are unable to like do anything productive. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I guess it depends from person to person.
Yeah, I suppose
and
so.
on the test also, because I remember before I had a very laid back attitude. Even if I didn't study for a test, I would not care. But then these days it's like, even when I do study for a test, I'm still stressed about it. And I've realized that when I don't study for a test and just give the test on like from what I've learned in class and stuff like that, I find the test easy because maybe like I might think I'm doing everything correct, but not exactly do everything correct. Like I'm focusing on all the things that I did right instead of the things that I did wrong. But when I study for the test, it's like after I finish my test, I'm focusing on the things that I missed out and the things that I did wrong rather than the things that I did right.
Yeah, I think that our brain is just suited to attract negativity. You know?
I wouldn't say that. I think it's not the same for everyone, but I think like, no offense to memes and stuff, but I feel like memes just fill your brain with a lot of negativity. So it's like, there's just a lot of pessimistic people out there.
Yeah, it's a very pessimistic type joke. It's it's like many memes are about very sad things, and then after that the caption is just something stupid.
I feel like memes are just stuff that like, you know, it's like you feel like you're relating to it, so it just like points out problems that you did. I mean that you didn't even know you had. Yeah,
like for men mental health also. Like it's not a topic that a lot of people talk about anymore. I mean now they do, but this thing before they didn't talk about it a lot. And like about like 2-3 years ago, and that entire time there were like so many memes about how guys' mental health are just like it's funny. Like they find it funny more than how actually dangerous it can be. Which is
memes are just like, it just makes a joke out of everything.
Yeah. I mean the point is to like make sure like at the end of the day, people who like send out memes are just trying to make people happy or like trying to like make them laugh or something. But you know, sometimes that the joke is actually kind of it's not that it's wrong, just that it instigates like negativity coming from you.
No, it's like sometimes people also like say things that they shouldn't, like mean things and stuff, and they just say, chill man, it's just a joke.
Yeah, it's just a joke, but I don't know.
But then it's not really just a joke, because like even though it's quote unquote just a joke, it still, you know, hurts the person.
It definitely does.
Them feel insecure.
Yeah. You know what else hurts a person? Mosquitoes. Not physically, emotionally, and they are very annoying. Jeez. Do you have mosquitoes in Nepal?
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure mosquitoes are everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. But I guess, you know what? So I moved during Corona time from like a house in near my school to somewhere else. And when I came to this somewhere else area, there was like basically a bunch of clutter in my room. And so the first night I was sleeping, there was like so many mosquitoes, like minimum 10 or 11. I had like so many bite marks on my right arm and like 3 of them on my leg. It was so annoying, and the entire day I was just scratching them trying to focus on class, even though I was like, yeah, the entire time. And then...
Oh god, especially mosquitoes at night when you're trying to sleep.
Oh man, they just don't let you sleep. Yeah, I swear to god, it's so bad. And also, I just coming back to the story, I kind of with my mom's help, I kind of decluttered the room where I was sleeping in, and like now it has like about 98% of less clutter than before, and mosquitoes are gone, which makes no sense to me.
So maybe like before, when you weren't there, that's when the mosquitoes were there, and then maybe like after you moved in, maybe you like use some mosquito repellent or something.
Yeah,
so
but
maybe they just ran away and like.
I do get it.
Disturbed them. That's why they didn't like staying there anymore.
But I'm pretty sure
plenty of food.
Yeah, what's the point of a mosquito? Like honestly, they live for about 20 days. Okay, they born and they die in about a span of 20 days. They live to annoy other animals apparently, and it's like I don't get it. Like why would? Okay, even evolutionary behavior, unless I just have no idea how mosquitoes would come to be, like at all.
I don't know. Like I know that I think I heard somewhere that there is a way that we can kill all the mosquitoes in the world, but then they said they're not doing it because of some, I don't know, just some chain effect or something that it's gonna cause.
Well, okay, just give me
like
one.
Maybe there is like a good point about mosquitoes that we don't know about.
What do you reckon? What do you think it would be?
I mean, I have no clue, but
Well, I just looked at Google, and apparently says mosquitoes help. Mosquitoes, which mostly feed on plant nectar, which is also nonsense according to me, because they would not come to my body if I had plant nectar with me.
no, I know that female mosquitoes are the only ones that drink blood,
Yeah, that's
because I think they need it for like their babies.
okay. So I guess you could compare it to how we use plants and animals for food. I guess you can do that.
I mean, but humans do like a lot of damage too.
Yeah,
So
that's
technically,
true.
in a way, humans should also, just be wiped out, because like look at the world right now, because there's like so much less pollution, and like
Yeah, but just
because all the factories, I mean, not all the factories, but
most
because
of them.
the COVID situation, the factories are like closed, and then there's less pollution.
Yeah, see, okay, sorry to interrupt, Jigme, but in Australia, do you remember there was like an ozone hole over there? There was a huge hole all around Australia, and it was like a very big thing in like 2013, and then after it just stopped being a big thing because apparently no one just talked about it. But that entire hole, people predicted that it would take decades for human activity, if like once human activity stopped, it would take decades for the world to heal itself. It fixed itself in 5 months of Corona during the lockdown. In 5 months, it fixed itself, which is insane. Like, wow.
That shows us like how much damage we're doing to the world.
Especially like how much of environmental. I mean, it's kind of funny because everyone just tells us, look, stop being. You are the next generation. You have to carry on the thing,
but then,
because
like,
we
it's
messed up
like
the world, but you have to fix it. Like,
they're
that
the
type of
ones
thing.
who are like passing down a bad place for us.
Yeah, and the thing is that the people who tell us that you have to fix the world, they're the one who like made it horrible in the first place.
Yeah.
So I mean, I know it's just picking up after other people, but we're also doing it for ourselves. Because if someone breaks your things, it's not like they're going to take care of it anymore. It's your things. They don't know how to fix it. So you got to take care of you got to fix it by your own.
Oh,
And
I saw this news once about like thousands of acres burning in the US because of a gender reveal party.
What?
Did you know about that?
No, I definitely did not. Like, please elaborate.
I mean, I didn't really read the news, I just saw it. But like, from what I understand, it's like, so I think like there was a gender reveal party with like people with flamethrowers or something in a jungle.
Oh wow, that's
and it started a forest
mega
fire
stupid.
that burnt down like 11,000 acres of forest.
That's just sad. That's really sad. And may I also ask a quick question? What is a gender reveal?
So
I'm
I
so
mean,
sorry.
it's
I have no
basically
idea what
a
it is.
way for parents to get more gifts.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
their
Like,
child.
there are some concepts in the US that I just think that don't apply anywhere else in the world. Like, there's a baby shower. Like, what is a baby shower? Is it you don't shower the baby because the baby's not born yet? But what is it? Like, do you just randomly give gifts to a person who's about to have a baby? I mean, that you can just normally give it without having like a special event.
If you think about it, it's kind of in a way like you're helping the family reduce their costs for the baby.
Yeah,
because
that's
babies are
true.
really expensive.
That's really true. And I heard this somewhere. I don't know exactly where. I think I think I heard it in a comedy show or something. But it's a thing where nowadays there are artificial activities like holidays created. You know what I mean? Like Valentine's Day, for example. It's a day where you're supposed to show your love for your significant other, which kind of makes no sense to me, that you should just love unconditionally. And if you really love a person, you don't need an assigned day to do it. You know what I mean?
True.
It's just like a I think
But
Valentine's
I
Day.
guess it's like just a day that, like, you know, everyone just shows that they show their love at the same day, and they like share like maybe pictures, or like it's just a special day, so like gifts and stuff,
Yeah, but
because you don't give gifts to your significant other every day.
yeah, I know. But what my thought process is, like, you don't necessarily need like a particular date, or like a date in the calendar, or like a event. Like, you need like to show it just like that, without saying that, okay, so this is Valentine's Day, that's when I will give her presents or give him presents. It's not like, it should not be like that. At least that's what I feel. It should be like, I will give her presents or give him presents whenever I feel like it. Like, or
That's also true, but I feel like it like unites everyone.
yeah, that is also true. I mean, okay, that is also true twice, we said, but okay. That is correct as well. Thank God I didn't say also true.
That is
But,
also true.
That is correct as well. Yeah. Because it does unite people about to like think
Yeah.
about different things, I suppose.
So it's like a day to celebrate love.
It really is.
Kind of sad
really
though.
is. Yeah, but
I'm 17. I'm gonna turn 18.
like in the span
in a
of
month.
next month, right?
And,
yeah.
Yeah. And till now, I've spent all 17 years. I mean, all 17 Valentine's days. All 17.
Days.
Okay, whatever.
All Valentine days.
Yeah.
Days.
I've spent all of them like alone.
Lonely, you're Mr. Lone. Remember that song? I remember I used to listen to that thing every day. Like when I was.
It was a good song.
I mean, it is a good song, but it just didn't make any context back then. And I thought it just sounded nice because it was so unique compared to all the other songs that were there back then. But
It was
now
an
it just
amazing
makes a
song.
lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really
And
good song.
yeah, so right now I would like to discuss about the feedback that we got last episode. So many people said that it's actually a good episode, just that we were a little bit, I don't know, stiff. At least I was a little bit stiff. So hopefully in this episode I'm less stiff and more of a fluid mosaic model for any of my bio students out there. You know exactly what I mean. But hopefully I'm feeling more like a jelly, and more talkative, and more like openly not being awkwardly and stuff. Any other feedback you got, Jigme?
Yeah, I think our podcasts are like a little too long for people.
Yeah, we got a feedback from one of our listeners saying that our podcasts are a bit too long because of the fact, it's not because of the fact that the content is bad or everything, just that in time schedule in general, like people really do not have the time to listen to like really long podcasts. And
Yeah.
while saying that, Jigme, you want to end the podcast?
Sure, yeah. Peace out.
Okay. I suppose we can do that.
I'm kidding.
Anyways,
I'm kidding.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you guys for making it till, the end of our podcast.
We hope you join us next week or whenever this episode releases, hopefully sometime soon. And thanks for tuning in. We hope you have a great time doing whatever you do generally in life. And just letting you know that our perspectives are always here, and we are always open to feedback. So
feel free to ask us questions, and we would really appreciate it if you shared this podcast with other people, because that's how we reach out to people.
Yeah, we reach out to our audience, and we grow an audience, and we actually make more people happy. So yep. Anyways, thanks again, guys. See you next episode.
Peace out.